Carroll University is a private, co-educational Jesuit Catholic university in University Heights, Ohio, United States, a suburb of Cleveland. It is primarily an undergraduate, liberal arts institution, accompanied by the AACSB-accredited John M. and Mary Jo Boler School of Business. John Carroll has an enrollment of 3,009 undergraduate and 717 graduate students. The university offers undergraduate programs in the liberal arts, sciences, and business, and in selected areas at the master's level. Recently, the university has expanded its offerings of majors, minors, and graduate degrees, as well as its international programs. The university has been ranked in the top 10 of Midwest regional universities by U.S. News & AMP World Report's annual guide, America's Best Colleges, for 25 consecutive years. History. Founding. John Carroll University was founded in 1886 by the Society of Jesuits under the title of St. Ignatius College as a college for men. Quote, "It has been in continuous operation as a degree-granting institution since that time. Founded as the 19th of 28 Jesuit colleges and universities in the United States, it is a member of the Association of Jesuit Colleges and Universities. It was founded 97 years after Georgetown University, the first Catholic Jesuit university in the United States. In 1923, the college was renamed John Carroll University, after the first Archbishop of the Catholic Church in the United States and founder of fellow Jesuit institution Georgetown University. In 1935, it was moved from its original location on the west side of Cleveland to its present site in University Heights, a suburb 10 miles east of downtown Cleveland. The city had been renamed from Idlewood during the construction of the campus. During World War II, John Carroll was one of 131 colleges and universities nationally that took part in the V-12 Navy College Training Program, which offered students a path to a Navy commission. Expansion. In September 1968, the university made the transition from full-time male enrollment to a fully co-educational institution, admitting women to the College of Arts and Sciences for the first time. In recent years, the university has undergone extensive reconstruction and expansion. In 2003, the university opened the $66 million, 265,000 feet squared Dolan Center for Science and Technology, named after alumnus Charles Dolan, founder of Cablevision and HBO, and his wife Helen Dolan. The couple met while attending John Carroll. In 2011, the university completed the removal of the Boher Science Building and Hamland Quad Enhancement Project. The current president, Rev. Robert Niehoff, was inaugurated the 24th president of John Carroll University in October 2005. Jesuit tradition. The Jesuits who founded St. Ignatius College were exiles from Germany, forced out by Bismarck's culture camp. They brought with them the traditional structure of the Jesuit college as an extension of the apostolate of the religious community to prepare the student morally as well as intellectually. The principal instrument of this education was the classical course of 7 years, in which the first 3 years were devoted to learning languages as necessary tools. The student was then considered prepared for university work. The next 4 years were devoted to the study of classical literature and Latin and Greek prose and poetry, and to developing the ability to express one's self in these languages, as well as in the vernacular, orally and in writing. The final year was devoted to philosophy. There were also electives in the sciences, history, and geography, as well as other subjects. If the student completed only 6 years, a certificate was given. Completion of the year of philosophy made the student eligible for the baccalaureate degree, which the college was empowered to grant when it was chartered in 1890. The first 2 degrees were awarded in 1895. John Carroll's core value and mission emphasizes social justice and service to the community and the broader world. The university also follows Jesuit traditions by focusing on educating the whole student, or the intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical development of each student. Although its curriculum and community are shaped by its Jesuit and Catholic nature, it welcomes faculty, staff, and students of all faiths and of no faith. Academic programs. John Carroll University is organized into 2 schools, the College of Arts and Sciences and the AACSB-accredited Boler School of Business, each defining its own academic programs under the auspices of the academic vice president. All students need to fulfill the requirements in the core curriculum, as well as those required by the major field of study. Core curriculum. The university requires a rigorous liberal arts core for all undergraduate students. Among the requirements are public speaking, English composition, 2 philosophy courses, 2 religious studies courses, a social justice course, a global course, and a foreign language requirement. The core curriculum in the liberal arts of John Carroll is informed by the principles that issue from the university's mission as a Jesuit liberal arts institution of higher learning. Accordingly, the core emphasizes the development of whole human persons who are educated in the humanizing arts and sciences, skilled in expression and in scholarly investigation, and aware of the interrelationship of all knowledge and the interdependence of all peoples. Moreover, it promotes the integration of faith and reason by imparting a deeper knowledge of and respect for the student's own cultural and religious traditions as well as those of others. Finally, it highlights the development of intellect, character, and leadership, and the responsible social actions which flow from them. As a means to achieve these and other goals significant to the university's mission, the core has a distributive structure as well as distinctive emphasis. The core thus allows selectivity while also stipulating certain academic experiences which are important for all students. College of Arts and Sciences. John Carroll University's College of Arts and Sciences offers its students 31 majors and 28 minors. Some of the most popular majors are communications, education, political science, biology, and psychology. Boler School of Business. The John M. and Jo Boler School of Business offers 7 majors, as well as several minors. The majors are accountancy, economics, finance, logistics, management, marketing and international business with language and culture. Graduate programs. A partial list of graduate programs that are offered include accountancy, biology, business, communications, management, clinical mental health counseling, education, educational administration, school counseling, school psychology, English, history, humanities, integrated science, mathematics, non-profit administration, and theology and religious studies. International programs. John Carroll has several international programs in which eligible upperclassmen are able to participate. The university operates several of their own programs and cooperates with other Jesuit universities in operating other programs. John Carroll University's exchange programs include the International Student Exchange Program and programs at Kansai Gaidai University. Nanzan University and Sophia University, all in Japan, as well as the Dortmund University of Technology, Germany, and University of Hull, England. John Carroll University's sponsored programs are either administered by John Carroll University or by another Jesuit university. In certain cases, John Carroll University faculty accompany and remain abroad with the students the entire semester. These programs include the Belfast Institute in Peace Building and Conflict Transformation, the Boler School of Business semester in London, Italian Studies at Vatican City, the London Liberal Arts semester, the Jesuit Beijing Center, as well as Casa de la Solidaridad in El Salvador. All international programs, including those for international students who study at John Carroll, are managed by the university's Center for Global Education. Scholarships. The university has 4 merit scholarships, including the Presidential Honors Award, the Presidential Leadership Award, the Arup Scholars Award, and the Magas Scholarship. Department scholarships are offered by individual departments and include the Castellano Scholarship, usually awarded yearly to 1 or 2 freshman applicants who will major in the classical languages. This award covers full tuition for 4 years. Rankings ranked 7th among Midwest universities in the 2016 U.S. News & AMP World Report Annual Guide, America's Best Colleges. This was the 25th consecutive year that John Carroll had ranked in the top 10 on this list. Ranked No. 3 on Best Undergraduate Teaching within its category in the 2016 U.S. News & AMP World Report Annual Guide. Ranked No. 7 honors at Best Value School within its category in the 2016 U.S. News & AMP World Report Annual Guide. Chosen as one of Barron's Best Buys, one of only 280 schools to earn that distinction. Chosen as one of Forbes' Best Value Schools of 2016. The Boler School of Business consistently ranks in the top 10 business schools in the Midwest and is AACSB International accredited, a prestigious distinction that is only awarded to the top 10 to 12% of business schools nationally. Selected for the Community Engagement classification by the Carnegie Foundation. Selected as a Presidential Award finalist for the President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll, the highest federal recognition a university can receive for its commitment to volunteering, service learning, and civic engagement. This year, John Carroll is one of only 14 colleges and universities nationwide to receive recognition as a finalist. This is the 6th consecutive year that the university has been named to the honor roll. Campus. More than 20 major buildings, predominantly collegiate Gothic in architecture, and 60 landscape takers make up the John Carroll campus. The red brick administration building, surmounted by the university's landmark Grass Alley Tower, bears clear resemblance to the English Royal Palace Hampton Court. Thorn Acres, a 38-acre property in nearby Chudden, provides additional recreational and educational facilities. Major buildings include the Grass Alley Library and its John G. and Mary Jane Breen Learning Center, the Thomas P. O'Malley S.J. Center for Communications and Language Arts, and the D.J. Lombardo Student Center. This center includes the Little Theater, the Harold C. Schott Dining Hall, the In-Between, the Underground, recreational facilities, public conference rooms, and offices for student organizations. It is also the location of the Fritcher Religious Center containing the campus ministry offices and the St. Francis Chapel. In recent years, the university has purchased several homes as well as a nearby shopping plaza which abut the campus in order to both provide for additional office and housing space, but also to help preserve the look of the neighborhood around the campus, which has become landlocked since the university was one of the original developments in what was once part of neighboring Shaker Heights. The Don Shula Sports Center includes the William H. Johnson Natatorium and the Ralph Vince Fitness Center. Other major facilities include Gene Colleran Administration Complex, Boler School of Business, Dolan Center for Science and Technology, Coolers Auditorium, Rodman Hall, Wasmer and Schweikert Fields for outdoor athletic events, 8 student residence halls, student life, student organizations. There are over 100 student-led organizations at John Carroll, many of which have the underlying goal of providing service to the community, be it the community of the local Cleveland area or the global community at large. A list of these organizations can be found on the JCU Campus Life Organizations page. Greek life. John Carroll University's fraternities and sororities are approved by the John Carroll University Office of Student Activities and are governed by the rules of the Interfraternity and Panhellenic Councils, respectively. The following 4 fraternities have chapters or colonies at John Carroll University: Beta Theta Pi chapter website, Delta Tau Delta chapter website, Lambda Chi Alpha, Sigma Phi Epsilon chapter website. The following 5 sororities have chapters at John Carroll University: Chi Omega, Gamma Phi Beta, Kappa Alpha Theta, Kappa Delta, Kappa Kappa Gamma chapter website. Campus Ministry. Grounded in the Catholic and Ignatian tradition, Campus Ministry serves persons of all faiths by animating a community of faith through vibrant worship, retreats and small faith communities, promoting a faith that does justice through education, advocacy, service and reflection, fostering the development of whole persons who are servant leaders in the local, global, and faith communities. Center for Service and AMP Social Action. The Center for Service and AMP Social Action believes that, through service, we can deepen our understanding of and be a conduit for positive change within our local, national, and international community. It aids students in creating a mutual understanding and respect for those in need, and stresses the importance of reflection after service to reinforce the learning experience. Center for Student Diversity and AMP Inclusion, guided by John Carroll University's mission, vision, and core values. The Center for Student Diversity and Inclusion focuses on supporting the holistic development of historically underrepresented students. The goal of the center is to nurture a sense of belonging for students from diverse backgrounds, so they can become successful and fully engaged in the learning experiences in and outside the classroom. The center promotes a welcoming and just university community. They sponsor campus speakers and entertainment, as well as providing training related to issues of diversity. AACSB. The AACSB Scholars Program recognizes John Carroll students for the significant commitment to 2 interrelated values of John Carroll's mission: intellectual inquiry that demands critical thinking, and engaging in social justice and community service that leads to social action. Fr. Pedro AACSB grew in his understanding of the world, its struggles for justice and peace, and the way God continued to call people to be involved in this world. Students in the AACSB program can find in his life a paradigm for their own growth, to be unafraid to be challenged, to learn from cultures not their own, and to gauge the growth not in terms of how much they possess but in terms of how much they can give. A commitment to social justice entails the formation of an ethic of social action that embodies Fr. AACSB's ideal of a commitment to promote justice and to enter into solidarity with the voice voiceless and the powerless. The humanism of today's Jesuit University is not one that removes young men or women from life, but one that prepares them to take the place in life with conviction that their talents are not talents until they are directed to help other people, until they have become genuinely men and women for others. A commitment to social justice is the full, fair and equal participation of all groups in a society that is mutually shaped to meet the needs of each individual member. Social justice involves individuals with a deep understanding of their own agency, as well as a personal sense of social responsibility toward and with others and society as a whole. Social justice includes a vision of society in which the distribution of resources is fair and relatively equitable, and all members are physically, spiritually and psychologically safe and secure. Housing. John Carroll is a primarily residential campus, with over 60% of all students living on campus in one of 8 residence halls. 90% of freshmen and sophomores live on campus. In addition, the university owns various apartment buildings and townhouses nearby campus that become additional options for juniors and seniors in the final 2 years at the university. John Carroll is the only school in Ohio to utilize random refrigerator inspections to police consumption of alcohol in its dormitories. Residence halls. There are 8 residence halls on John Carroll's campus. During a student's first year, they are placed in one of 3 freshman residence halls. Bocelli Hall, named after Eugenio Bocelli, is a first-year co-ed residence hall and has a capacity of 216. Sutovsky Hall has a capacity of 171 students. Depending on the gender proportions of each freshman class, the hall assignments vary. For the 2011-2012 academic year, Sutovsky Hall houses male and female residents. Murphy Hall houses 408 freshman students. Murphy Hall is co-ed, with both male and female residents sharing the same building although not the same wings of the building. Murphy Hall rooms are designed in a suite-styled layout. Residents of Murphy Hall shares a room with one other person, and share a common living area with the adjacent room. The other 5 residence halls house upperclassmen. All are co-ed, but rooms are separated by gender in different wings of each hall. Campion Hall is the newest residence hall. It was built in 1990 as New Hall, but was dedicated to St. Edmund Campion and the defunct Campion Jesuit High School in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin on November 13, 1993. It houses 306 upperclassmen and has standard dormitory-style rooms. Each of the residents of Campion Hall has access to a full kitchen and dining area. Campion Hall is home to the honors floor with approximately 25 first-year students as well as upperclassmen students, and also home to 3 sorority suites, Kappa Alpha Theta, Chi Omega, and Gamma Phi Beta. Dolan Hall was completed in 1955 and is dedicated to Thomas F. Dolan. From 1994 to 2006, Dolan Hall was an all-female dormitory, but in 2007 it was changed to a co-ed, super single-style dorm with 214 students living in individual rooms. Hamlin Hall was built in 1988 and is dedicated to Richard M. Hamlin, a John Carroll University alumnus. 294 students reside within its walls, in standard dormitory-style rooms. Hamlin Hall is also furnished with a complete kitchen, available for use by any of its residents. 2 sororities, Kappa Kappa Gamma and Kappa Delta, and 2 fraternities, Beta Theta Pi and Sigma Phi Epsilon, have locked floors in Hamlin Hall. Mellor Hall was finished in 1981. Given its location toward the south end of campus, this building was temporarily South Hall, but was later changed as a dedication to Rev. William J. Malloy. In October of that year, 242 students reside in Malloy Hall, which is home to the Delta Tau Delta fraternity floor. Burnett Hall was the first dormitory erected on campus in 1935. It was built at the recommendation of a major supporter of the university and its namesake, John J. Burnett, who called for a place to house those boys from Greater Cleveland who'll be forced to go home every night. Quote, "It was remodeled from its original design and is now the home of 100 upperclassmen, each of whom has an apartment-style dormitory with either 2, 4 or 6 students per apartment. Residency in Burnett Hall is competitive and the only residence hall on John Carroll's campus requiring an application." John Joseph Burnett was president of the Nickel Plate Road, Erie Railroad, Chesapeake and Ohio Railway and Pear Marquette Railroad in the United States. He was known for bringing railroad companies back from bankruptcy to solvency, earning him the nickname, Doctor of Sick Railroads. Athletics. JCU has 23 varsity sports teams and are known as the Blue Stakes. The teams mostly play in the NCAA's Division III Ohio Athletic Conference. The school's football team plays in Don Shula Stadium, named after one of the school's most famous alumni. The stadium opened in 2003. Its namesake contributed to the stadium's construction, as did Washington Redskins star and JCU alumnus London Fletcher. 98. In 2008, the women's varsity swimming team won the Ohio Athletic Conference title. Notable people